It is obvious that Nigeria has a goalkeeping problem. Welcome today on Diary TV. My name is Akan. The Super Eagles #1 goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali suffered a minor injury or major one, we don't know yet, but that injury is suffered during a game with his club Chippa United versus Richards Bay. They lost 1-0, and in the 38th minute or so he was substituted. He got injured and he was taken off, and scans have been done and nothing has been confirmed if the player will be fit enough to play for Nigeria when they face Rwanda and South Africa in a crucial World Cup qualifying fixture. So Nigeria is now in a dicey situation. Eric Chelle will have to be thinking. Nigeria, is not only one goalkeeper that we have. The other goalkeeper, Okoye is currently suspended by FIFA. And sorry if in the previous video I said Okoye was dropped. Yeah, I meant he was dropped because he's still under suspension. So probably I shouldn't have used drop. So he's still under suspension with FIFA. So Maduka Okoye is out, and Stanley Nwabali is hanging in the balance. And who do we have left? We have Amos Obasogie and Adebayo Adeleye. Adebayo Adeleye plays for Volos in Greece, while Amos Obasogie plays in Tanzania. And the third goalkeeper is Hakot Ebenezer. Hakot Ebenezer, 15-year-old goalkeeper. Will Nigeria be risking? Will Nigeria be taking that risk? Playing against Rwanda and South Africa in a crucial World Cup qualifier. Will Nigeria take that risk? Will Eric Chelle take that risk? Because this guy actually was in between the sticks when Nigeria played their final group game at the ongoing CHAN tournament, and he kept a clean sheet, against Congo Brazzaville. And question marks have been coming on that, is this guy going to be our #1 when we face Rwanda? Remember, it's a dicey World Cup qualifying game. Rwanda are placed second, while South Africa are top of the league. So it is not a time to test a young lad who still has many more years ahead of him, And I agree with what technical director of the NFF said, or Augustine Eguavon said. That guy is too young. Nigeria shouldn't even put that kind of burden on that young man. If anything happens now, social media, the fans, everybody will go against it, and he's too young to go through that phase of life at an early age. So we are not saying he's not going to do well. He might do well and he might not going to do well. So it's a 50-50 situation. So what currently are we going to do now? We have to make do with Adebayo Adeleye or Amos Obasogie. And these guys, they don't have first team football in their clubs. Adebayo has not featured in his Greek club, while Amos Obasogie, same thing. So we are going to make use of these two guys. So whoever Eric Chelle is going to pick for this crucial World Cup qualifier, he has to really make a right choice. It's a risk, but you still have to make that right choice, that okay, I can depend on this. But on the other hand, let's not still rule out Stanley Nwabali. Stanley Nwabali, scans have been taken by his club and the results are yet to be out, for Nigeria to determine if he's going to be if he's going to play against Rwanda. Nigeria beat Rwanda in the first leg in Kigali, and this man was in between the sticks. He didn't concede any goal. So let's see if Stanley Nwabali will be fit enough to play. Nigeria has been having goalkeeping crisis in the past. Stanley Nwabali was brought in after Maduka Okoye couldn't cement his #1 place after Francis Uzor went through so many criticisms when Nigeria failed to qualify for the last World Cup. So Stanley Nwabali came in home based and he moved to Chippa United. So he now is our #1, and he proved himself when Nigeria was at AFCON 2023 at Ivory Coast. Coach Pizarro was Nigeria's coach as at then, and Nwabali proved why he should be number one, and he has remained number one since 2023 till now. And now Nigeria is sweating over his fitness level, or probably injury might just keep him out of the fixture, but we don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen. And this man, he solved the goalkeeping problems for us, because while Uzoho was not sure of his place, strings of bad performances for the Super Eagles, the NFF just had to make him step down, because everybody was coming after him, even on social media. And Nwabali came in and he stood the challenge, and he proved himself. And now we've benefited greatly from this young man. Well, Maduka Okoye, on the other hand, I think he is now a better goalkeeper than those years, because he was also given a couple of chances to prove himself. But Stanley Nwabali, according to the coaches, think they think Nwabali is better than Okoye. But Okoye, he's number one for Serie A giants Udinese. Last season he made a couple of saves, and he made some man of the match performances as well for the Serie A club. But now he's under the hammer of FIFA. So that aside, Maduka Okoye would have been the perfect replacement for Stanley Nwabali. But as it is now, Stanley Nwabali is in the lips of Nigerians. But Nigerians are we're in a state of panic now. And former Super Eagles number one, Aloy Agu, who was also Super Eagles goalkeeping coach for a couple of years or many years down the line, has said Nigeria should not panic, because the results of the scans are not yet out, and Nwabali can still be in goal for Nigeria when we take on Rwanda at the Gospel Apabo Stadium in Uyo, and also at Bloemfontein when we take on South Africa. We just need maximum points. We are behind South Africa group leaders. Nigeria is in fourth position, 4 draws, 1 win and 1 loss. It's not a good it's not a good result to go and show to go and present to the NFF, and the World Cup, is at stake in all this matter that we are discussing. So according to Aloy Agu, speaking on Brilla FM, he said that Nigerians should just take it easy. Nigerians should be calm. Things can still get better, with the guys, with the growing concerns about his health right now. And we on Diary TV, we wish him all the best in recovery. Even if he cannot make the game against Rwanda, probably he should be able to make the game against South Africa. And if he cannot make the two, Nigeria, we have a formidable team. We have a good team. The crop of players in the 31-man provisional list named by Eric Chelle, which is still going to be trimmed to 23. I think Nigeria still has what it takes to still, grind the win home and away against Rwanda and South Africa, respectively. Eric Chelle just came back from Chan, and he has named his list, and very soon we will be hearing the final 23 that will be executing those 2 games. And right now Nigeria are still hoping CAF and FIFA will wade in the situation where South Africa used a player that was booked, that was on suspension, used Teboho Mokoena, the midfielder, had 2 yellow cards before playing the Lesotho game. So Nigeria are now, it's a very, 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 we are very unstable now. Nigeria are very unstable now on the World Cup table in Group C, CAF, qualifiers in Group C. They are depending on CAF or FIFA to strike the hammer on South Africa for fielding an ineligible player, in the match against Lesotho, which, the penalty is 3 points. 3 points will be deducted from that. And if Nigeria gets 3 points deducted and they still don't win, so what's the point for fighting? So I think what Nigeria should concentrate on now is the match against Rwanda. Remember, Rwanda is second on the table. Rwanda are the only team that have beaten South Africa in this group. Nigeria has not beaten South Africa. South Africa came to to Nigeria, and they pulled up a 1-1 draw. So they went to Benin, they beat Benin, they beat Lesotho. So they've been in good form, you know, all the way, and they are playing both matches at Bloemfontein. They are playing South Africa are playing Lesotho and Nigeria at Bloemfontein, you know. So it's there are no travel hassles with them, there are no logistic problems with them. They'll be in camp and they'll be at the same place to play the same team, so they would have acclimatized to the conditions of the pitch. So the traveling teams coming into that stadium will be the one to really work hard. But you know, that's football for you. Football, wherever it takes you, you go there, you play, and you show your skill. And if you can win, fine. If you don't win, you know, that's it. So Nigeria's goalkeeping crisis, yes, we have a goalkeeping crisis. You know, even if you look at the past, you know, since before Eyama came in as number one, we had Ikesho Rumo. And Ikesho Rumo was on and off, probably injury and this, and Ikesho Rumo was supposed to be in between the sticks in France 98. You know, we had to go and call the late Peter Rufai to come and man the post. Willie Okpara too was in goal, but he had injuries against Germany while we played Germany in the friendly match leading to the World Cup. So Ikesho Rumo also had an injury in the pre-World Cup friendly. So Nigeria has, you know, we've not had one stable keeper that have been in goal for a length of years. You know, look at England, they have Jordan Pickford taking over from former Manchester City goalkeeper Joe Hart. So he has been consistent for a number of years. He has been at the World Cup, he has been at the Euros, you know. Now he's still number one at the qualifiers going to the World Cup. But Nigeria, we've been exchanging goalkeepers in the last few years. There's no number one. Yeah, it's a competitive position. So if you see somebody better than you are, fine, you can take the number one share. But you know, you still have to have this player, you know, that would be dependable any day. If it's not for injury, you can call on him anytime and he'll deliver the goods. So this is what Nigeria is going through at the moment. So Diary TV will keep you posted on the happenings, on how this thing is going to affect the team, the final 23 team list. You know how Eric Chelle will react. Eric Chelle has not said anything. He's still keeping mum until he knows what the doctors will say about Nwabali's health, leading to the game against Rwanda and South Africa. And thank you so much for your comments, for your corrections, for your observations. Thank you so much. We on Diary TV will continue to give you the best, and we'll continue to adjust where necessary. You know, if we mistakenly make some facts that are not accurate, you know that we didn't mean it that way. But as we drop more videos, we would acknowledge your corrections and we'll take note of everything. So don't worry, you're on the right channel. You are with professionals that know their onion. So we'll give you the best, and watch out for the next video. Please don't hesitate to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you for the views. You know, we've been seeing views, we've been seeing comments, we've been seeing likes. Thank you for the views. So subscribe to our channel, like our channel, then comment and share. We'll appreciate that, and we'll continue to give you the best of the best. We'll keep you abreast with everything that is going on during in this World Cup qualifiers. You know, we told you we'll be at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium. We are not lying about that. We'll be at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium to give you one-on-one interviews, training clips, video clips, and pre and post-match interviews as well. You know, we'll have the opportunity to be there live and to give you everything at the tip of your fingers. Thank you so much for joining us today. I remain Akan. Take care of yourself.